Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, December 21st, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I am glad to say that today's news is not nearly as depressing and violent as the past 2 days. Things are looking up. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Once again, the Maryland State Police are warning about scams, especially during the holidays. Non-payment or non-delivery scams cost consumers $337 million each year, and credit card fraud costs them $173 million. Don't be a victim. The tips should be obvious by now, but to reiterate, you don't click on questionable links. You only buy from reputable businesses or people that you know and trust. You look for the letter S in that HTTPS in a website address on any website before putting in any of your information, and it will also usually have a padlock in that address bar as well. Never wire money. Use a credit card, not a prepaid gift card or a debit card, and check your bank statements regularly. And, this is important, BG&E will never ask you to settle up your past due bill with Apple gift cards. Well, things at Navy football are moving at lightning speed right now. Yesterday morning at 11 a.m., Athletic Director Chet Gladchuk introduced new head coach Brian Newberry to the media on a Zoom call. Not a whole lot was disclosed, and they pretty much kept to their script, but by afternoon, Newberry had announced that linebackers coach PJ Volker had been elevated to defensive coordinator. Volker came to Navy with Newberry, so this is not really a big surprise. Newberry did say that he has talked to the team and to many recruits and assured them that the leadership ideals of Coach Kenny Amatololo will be carried on under his leadership. And speaking of personnel changes, County Executive Pittman is rearranging the deck chairs some more. His former chief of staff, Jen Purcell, who was actually moved to Director of Special Projects, has now been moved again to the number 2 position in county government as the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer. Steve Kai Ziegler, the Planning and Zoning Director, and Karen McQuaid, the Controller, have both resigned, and others have been moved into acting positions until they are filled. Things are starting to look a little bit different as you cross the Bay Bridge. To facilitate switching lanes from open to closed, the Maryland Transportation Authority has installed big-ass gates with flashing lights. The old way actually involved manually putting out barrels and cones, and now the gates will automatically activate, swing open, and divert traffic as needed. Now, if you've ever driven on 95 south of Alexandria, they have those there, so you get the idea. They will take some time and some getting used to, so just be a bit more cautious when you go over that bridge for now. And if you need a great reason to go over that bridge, it might be to pick up a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle whiskey that you may have won in an auction. Bay Ridge Wine and Spirits, everyone's favorite liquor store here in Annapolis, opened another one on Kent Island, and they are running an auction for the entire allotment of rare whiskeys and bourbons to benefit the Kent Island Volunteer Fire Company. So, if you are a bourbon fan, go bid. There's lots of good stuff there. It is a silent auction. It runs through Christmas on their website, and that's BayRidgeWineKI.com. And it kind of looks like it says BayRidgeWinky.com. And what's really cool about this is that they are donating the booze, the whole cost of the booze, to the auction, and then whatever the bidding brings in will be donated, less than 9% that they've got to pay to the state for booze tax. So this really is a pure act of giving on the part of Dave Marburger and his team at Bay Ridge Wine and Spirits. And I'll tell you, if you're not a whiskey fan, they have the best selection of spirits, wine, and beer anywhere in the area, both here in Annapolis or over there on Kent Island. Since we're talking about booze, here's your weekly reminder that the stock of Galway Bay's authentic Irish eggnog is starting to get thin. You can still get it at Galway Bay, Killarney House, Pirates Cove, and Brian Boru. You can order it online at GalwayBayMD.com. And it is also available at Bay Ridge Wine and Spirits, both locations, Scott Brothers Liquors, and Liquor Mart and Deli, and probably a few others around as well. And perhaps the most important story of the day, and I don't know why I left it to last, but Chef Big Money, the best pie man in the land, is wrapping up his Christmas pie orders today. Get your order in, and you can pick them up on Friday. I tried to order a peach pie to be a little bit different this year, but they're sold out. So I went with my favorite, cherry, and I also got an apple caramel, which is a new flavor for him. You want to go to Chef Big Money on Facebook, and you can order them there by leaving a comment or text. He puts the number right there on his page. And if you have never had a Big Money pie, you need to try one. You will be sold. You will be a fan. All right, that's a wrap on the news. Pod news. Up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight will be Donna Anderson, the Executive Director of the Chesapeake Arts Center. And to wrap up the year on New Year's Eve Day will be Arundel Federal Savings Bank. Alrighty, let's put this puppy to bed with a quick thank you to you and also to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services, Scout and Molly's, and Alpha Engineering. So now you need to hang tight because George Young from DCMD VA Weather is standing by with the only locally forecast weather report you're going to find anywhere. And of course, if you want the scoop on the Naptown nightlife, Bridget, also known as BeeprBuzz, has all the answers in Annapolis After Dark. All that in just a bit, so hang tight.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMD VA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMD VA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMD VA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, December 21st. Plenty of sunshine yesterday for the Annapolis region, and today will bring more of the same for the winter solstice, but changes will start to kick in for the region tomorrow. Look for sunny skies today with highs in the low to mid-40s, with clouds then increasing late today ahead of some rain on Thursday, mostly in the PM hours, with temps in the upper 40s to lower 50s, with more rain likely Friday as highs climb up into the lower mid-50s, before an Arctic cold front comes barreling through Anne Arundel County from the west, quickly dropping temps from the 50s into the 20s in the PM hours as winds likely gust to 50-plus miles per hour at times, with Saturday and Sunday AM lows likely in the teens each day, with very cold PM highs of only 25 to 32 degrees both Christmas Eve Saturday and Christmas Day Sunday, as winds stay breezy the entire weekend, making it feel that much colder out. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMD VA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info. And as always, be sure to download our DCMD VA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
The music scene in Anne Arundel County is popping, and sometimes it's hard to sort through it all. From blues to pop, from funk to ska, BeeprBuzz has it all covered for you in this week's Annapolis After Dark.
Good morning, Annapolis. BeeprBuzz here with your Annapolis After Dark weekend music highlights for Wednesday, December 21st through Sunday, December 25th, which is also Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, everyone, and if you need any last-minute gift ideas, I have been posting merch and music links from our musicians, so you can have plenty of jamming stocking stuffers. I also have them linked on BeeprBuzz.com. And for the music, go to the socials for Annapolis Streaming and BeeprBuzz, and also both websites for the full schedule. We update the event and all websites with changes and cancellations, so you know before you go. AnnapolisStreaming.com and BeeprBuzz.com. Live music for today, Wednesday. Larry Lay will be playing piano and singing at Brian Baru in Severna Park. Mixed Business will be at Mother's in Arnold. Zach Ambrose will be at Santa Joe's on West Street. Daphne Ekman will be at Reynolds Tavern. Music on a Wednesday at Annapolis Market House is now a thing, and Moondog and the Broken Glasses now have themselves a residency. Catch them there again this Wednesday night. Carly Harvey will be at Tuscan Prime in Annapolis Town Center. Ben Heemstra and his band Ben will be back at Dark Horse tonight. And Blue Sea Revival will be at Eastport Democratic Club, known as the EDC and the MRE. You must be a member or a guest of a member to attend. And bonus, the Wish Crackler, also known as Nate from Nate and Jim Acoustic Duo, will also be there book signing and reading his latest children's book. This is a great idea for a last-minute gift. Thursday, get to the point for Dan Haas. Angie Miller will be at O'Loughlin's in Arnold. Amanda's Ugly Sweater Trivia is back this week at River Bay Roadhouse in Cape St. Clair. John Epley and Sarah Polinsky will be at 49 West for a little jazz Christmas. The Joeys are back at Twain's Tavern, also known as Joey Harcum and Joey Mitchell. Troll Tribe will end the night at Dark Horse. Friday night, start with happy hour at Blackwall Hitch with Dana B and stay for Rick Hogue and the Revolving Doors later in the night. Or start with happy hour at Twain's Tavern with the Cobb Brothers and stay for our favorite Chesapeake Suns later that night. You can also start with a local wine happy hour with Guava Jelly at Great Frogs Winery off of Forest Drive in Annapolis. DJ FO4 is back at Graduate Hotel in the Trophy Room, and he'll be spinning your holiday hits. PJ, Neil, and Joe will be at Senior Chili Cantina in Arnold. Chris Button will be at the Green Turtle in Edgewater. 2 floors of free music at Middleton Tavern with 3 of a kind downstairs, and Donald Wolcott upstairs in the piano bar. Timmy Metz Band will be rocking around the Annapolis Smokehouse Christmas tree. Loose Cannons will be at Brian Baru in Severna Park. Red Buddy and the Ruckus are at Romulo's, also in Severna Park, and just down the road in Arnold. Steve and Kim Acoustic Duo will be at Mother's. If you missed the Joeys on Thursday, catch them in Pasadena Friday night at The Office. Mad Planet Band will be rocking River Bay Roadhouse in the Cape. The Tommy McGee Band will be at Ramshead Roadhouse in Crownsville. If you travel to the shore, you will find Dave DePietro of Pietro Acoustic at Bridges. And there is a last-minute market over at Cult Classic with music by Daphne Ekman and Scribe, and you can shop local with a local beer in your hand instead of going to the mall. You can support local makers and support local music this holiday at Cult Classic Friday night. Saturday night, which is Christmas Eve, if you find yourself looking for something to do, there will be music at Ramshead Roadhouse in Crownsville with Madison Bailey. She is awesome, so you will want to go check her out if you have nothing planned for Christmas Eve and enjoy some holiday music cheer. Sunday is Christmas Day, and I do not have any music scheduled, so I hope everyone enjoys their holiday with their family and friends. Remember, these are just the highlights. Find the full schedule of music for all of Annapolis and the surrounding areas on the Annapolis Streaming Facebook event and on the websites AnnapolisStreaming.com and BeeprBuzz.com, spelled BeeprBuzz. Add the websites to your homepage on your cell phone to make them an app. 2 clicks to the music anytime. And I'll see you out there.
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, We have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.